Hi, I'm certified nutrition consultant Catherine with Foods That Heal You and Foods That Heal You CBD, and today I'm going to be explaining insulin-resistant diabetes, also known as type 2 diabetes. What I'm going to do is explain the root cause so that you can not only manage your blood sugar levels, but you can actually start reversing insulin resistance itself. So let's go ahead and get started here. I have a diagram of a cell, insulin, and sugar. So insulin's job is to take sugar and glucose into the cell for energy. When you have insulin resistance, the insulin's trying to get the sugar into the cell. It's knocking on the door of the cell wall, trying to get the sugar in, but the cell is not allowing it. So the sugar then builds up around the cell in the bloodstream. That's where you have high blood sugar levels. It can't get in the cell, so it stays in the bloodstream and builds up. Now, what most people do is they manage their blood sugar levels by eliminating sugar from their diet, which kind of makes sense, right? If you don't eat sugar, then you're not going to have sugar in the bloodstream. So your blood sugar levels are going to be balanced. Unfortunately, though, that doesn't really solve the problem because you need glucose and sugar in your cell for energy. Our brains need glucose. Our bodies need glucose. We need glucose. You want to be able to eat an apple and for that sugar and nutrients to get into the cell. All right, so what you want to ask is, why can't the insulin get into the cell? That's the root problem, right? Well, the reason it can't get in is because there's fat buildup on the cell wall, not allowing the sugar to get in. So fat's basically taking sugar's place. And the way that happens, it's toxic overload. It's toxic waste buildup over time from unhealthy diets with fast food, fried food, processed foods, unhealthy fats, trans fats. Those all build up in the body and cause toxic overload and build up around the cell wall that can lead to insulin resistance. So the solution is going to be to get rid of the toxic waste and the extra fat that's on the cell wall. Once you eliminate that toxic waste and the fats, then the insulin can do its job and get the sugar in where it needs to go, all right? So the 4 different things that I have, there's 4 different things that you can do to start this process. The first thing is obviously you want to eliminate the toxic waste, right? So a good detox is going to really help jumpstart that process. And I have a 21-day detoxification program. I have my book right here. It's basically going to be a high plant-based, high fiber diet that reduces inflammation, and it's not going to have any of the unhealthy fats in it. It's really clean eating, using proper food combining as well to help reduce the inflammation again in your body. Because if you for example, eat 2 food groups that don't digest well together, they don't properly food combine, you can literally raise your insulin up to 300%, spike your insulin up to 300% just by combining food categories that don't digest well together. So my 21-day detox is all set up with the recipes designed to implement the proper food combining and have high fiber and have the high plant-based foods that are anti-inflammatory. If you're on a diet, for example, a high protein diet with animal foods or a high fat diet, those diets are not going to work for you if you have insulin resistance. They're going to keep the sugar out of your diet, right, which we talked about, but they're going to increase toxic buildup, toxic waste buildup, and they're going to increase inflammation because animal foods increase inflammation. So plant-based diet, anti-inflammatory, using proper food combining is really going to be key if you really want to get to the root of this problem. So that's the first thing you do. The second thing that you can do is fulvic ionic minerals. And I have them right here, fulvic ionic minerals. They're available on my website. What these do is it's a mineral that helps break down the toxic waste around the actual cell wall to make the cell more permeable. So this can be a terrific nutritional supplement that's part of my 21-day detox program, and I take it every day, but it helps keep that cell wall permeable so the nutrients can get in and the toxic waste can escape. Because even if you change your diet, your cell wall might still be stubborn and not allow the toxic waste to come out. So in my programs, I teach you not only how to eat healthy, anti-inflammatory and all that, but I also teach you how do you get the toxic waste out of your body. Because you can start eliminating the toxins out of storage, but it can get stuck in your lymphatic system or stuck in your colon. You have to get it out of your body completely. So doing a detox is more than just changing your diet. It's actually eliminating, and it's not a bunch of bottle of pills. You'll notice on my website, I even have an option where you don't have to use any nutritional supplements. Diet is always first. Okay, and then the third thing here is CBD hemp oil. Now, I've had a lot of people report to me that the CBD oil is really helping them balance their blood sugar levels. I don't know if it actually gets to the root cause, but it definitely can be helpful with balancing blood sugar levels and the insulin resistance, and it also helps reduce inflammation. It actually does a ton of stuff in the body that's really beneficial. But the people that are telling me that it's helping them with their blood sugar, they are using either the green raw label or the raw tasty drops that we have, and I'll have a link to my website below. I have CBD on both of my websites, the foodsthathealyou.com and foodsthathealyoucbd.com. But the raw label and the tasty drops, those are the two. They're both raw. They have CBDA in them and CBD. And those are the ones that people are reporting to me are helping them. That doesn't mean that other CBD won't help, the decarboxylated, but I'm just telling you what people are telling me. If you're trying to decide which one might be best, those are the ones I would probably try, all right? Then the last thing would be digestive enzymes. Here's why, because if you have fat buildup, that tells me that you're not digesting and breaking down fats well, right? So if you start digesting the fats, then you're not going to be contributing to that fat buildup, and you're also going to be breaking it down. So for example, you could take, we have a formula, I have a formula available for those who've gone through my 21-day detox program. I have a formula available that's specific for helping digest and breaking down fats, okay? But to be honest with you, if you do these in order, if you start with your diet, add the fulvic minerals, and maybe take some CBD oil, it's very likely that you won't need digestive enzymes. I personally, like I said, prefer as few supplements as possible. So if you go in this order and do it this way, you won't be relying on a bunch of different supplements. You'll be really relying on whole food. CBD is a plant. These fulvic minerals are plant minerals. I'm a big proponent, if you've watched my other videos, in using food to help nourish our body and build our bodies up. All right, so that's all I have for this video. I hope this helps you better understand the root cause, and I hope you'll join our 21-day detoxification program. Check out my other video series I have on food combining, weight loss. I have a lot of different information on my foodsthathealyou.com website. I'll have links below this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next teaching.